Aloha and welcome to the Woman Unleashed 10-day journey. We are on day number 3. We are activating the power of nurturing. Now, the Woman Unleashed journey is really about connecting to feminine powers, the 9 feminine powers, and each day we are looking at a different one of them. We've already started. We worked with presence and creativity, and today is the place of nurturing, that place of tuning inwards. A woman unleashed is one who is vital, who is connected to her health, her well-being, her wellness. And if you're not connected in this area, everything else is going to fall apart. I actually, from my experience, it was like I remember there being a point when I was a stay-at-home mom and I had ideas of things I wanted to do and change, but I was so tired and there was so many things I wasn't nurturing myself that it kept me from doing what I wanted to do. So today we're going to take a look at what are things that nurture you, what are things that are not nurturing you, and really to come up with a plan, with an idea, with a way to keep you moving, for you to notice how you're doing with this power. So first, think about nurturing. Where are you on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 being, okay, I don't really nurture myself at all. 10 being like, I am totally taking care of myself. I am good to go on this one. So where are you on that scale today? And notice I said today because it does shift. Now, like I mentioned before, when I was a new mom, I was not good on my nurturing. I was actually really great at nurturing my baby, right? Which is what a lot of us do. We nurture other people, but I wasn't nurturing myself. And what happened was I got really down low. I wasn't eating well. I was going through some postpartum depression. I wasn't moving my body. And when I decided to make that shift, when I decided to change, I started walking in the morning. I started eating more fruits and vegetables. I started drinking more water. And I noticed that my mood changed, that I started feeling better. And as that happened, like it was like a giant snowball effect. Then more things changed. I wanted to move more. Then I wanted to eat better. There was like, it rippled into other areas. Then I had energy. I had energy to do creativity and to be doing workshops and to be playing and to doing more painting. But that didn't start in the very beginning when I was just like, meh. I had to find ways to open up, to nurture myself before I could even imagine starting to nurture others. Now, here's what happens though. You might be like, I'm good at nurturing, but if you are a leader or if you are taking care of other people, what happens is sometimes your relationship with nurturing might shift. That I know that when I do a large event, I need to nurture myself more. I know that when I have a bunch of a bunch of clients that I'm working with or things that I'm following through with, that I have to take that energy and spend extra time nurturing myself. There was a time where I had this, where I was still eating well and working out, but I was doing a lot more output. I was giving a lot more, and I realized I had to actually change my way of nurturing myself. So today we're going to look at how you nurture yourself and how maybe you don't. Aha! So let's get started with this. All right. We're going to go ahead and draw a beautiful container. La-di-da. All right. So this container is you. And there are things that we fill up with and things that drain us. And so today we're going to take a look at those things, the things that really are like your energy in. Energy in. So first let's take a look. What are the things that fill you up? La-di-da-da-da. What are those delicious things that fill you up? Fill up your energy. So we're going to look at 3 different areas: people, places, and experiences. What people fill you up? What people fill you up? So I'm writing my husband and my kids and my team and some of my clients. Now, sometimes I'm filled up and sometimes I'm not filled up, right? So sometimes I'm filled up with my husband, but if my husband and I are fighting, not filled up. Or if I'm, doing something with my kids and they're bickering, I'm not filled up. With my clients, like there's clients that are taking the coaching, that are excited, that are moving forward, and there are other clients that aren't. And so I'm not filled up, right? So thinking about what are the things that fill you up? Yeah? People. Next, we're going to look at places. What places fill you up? What places fill you up? Nature fills me up, especially forests. I put ocean, but this is actually, I'm going to talk about ocean in a second. So what places fill you up? Are there like any places you go for like a spa day, or does your bedroom fill you up? Is there a studio space that feels good for you? What places fill you up? And then lastly, experiences. What experiences fill you up? So for me, writing fills me up, and art making fill me up. Travel fills me up. What are those things for you that fill you up? Here's one thing I wanted to say while you're still writing. What fills you up is I um, with ocean. So I love the ocean. I feel so relaxed and wonderful at the ocean, but I don't feel energized by the ocean. So here's one thing that we're paying attention to is what fills up your energy, right? So I love the ocean, but when I leave the ocean, I need to go home and take a nap for like 3 hours. I'm so tired, even if I'm just sitting there. So that wouldn't go on my thing of things that fill me up. So what are the people, places, and experiences that fill you up? All right. Now, of course, there's the other side. What are those things that drain you? And again, we're talking people, places, and experiences. So people that drain me. So sometimes at my kids' school, like I'm asked to volunteer on some things, and so that volunteer work, or it depends on volunteer work, but I'm asked to do things that don't fill me up, right? So having those conversations drains me. Sometimes, people in our community, maybe who are really committed to staying in their story that either they don't want to make money or that life is really, really hard, right? That if I'm giving coaching or they're asking for my advice and I'm giving them what I'm sharing with them and they're not taking that advice, that is draining for me. Yeah, or if they're deflecting. So people who are unopen. Just in general for me, people who tend to take and not give. Yeah. Next are places that drain me. So I'm actually going to put ocean here because I feel very tired when I'm at the ocean. Anywhere like computers, being places with computers. I'm also drained when I am, many times when I'm in large groups. And then lastly are experiences that drain me. So, yeah, like a big party. That would take me out. Grocery shopping, any sort of shopping. I feel very tired after that. Driving. So you can continue on. And it's really recognizing that you have a certain amount of energy and there's a way to nurture you, right? That we nurture everybody else, but it's like, what can you do to nurture you? Paying attention to the things that actually increase your energy as well as the things that you may be doing that decrease your energy. Maybe you have a relationship that's really draining, but you still continue to be on the phone with that person for an hour, right? Pay attention to those two things. So that's what we're up to today. We're looking at the feminine power of nurturing yourself. And I'm going to ask you to choose one thing today to either increase your energy or decrease your energy. And either one thing that you're going to do to increase your energy or one thing you're going to cut out that decreases your energy today. And pay attention. What happens when you start to play with the feminine power of nurturing with this one small thing?